Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Jason Paul Peterson from PetersonPianoAcademy.com. Some of you may have seen the video from the failed Republican presidential candidate and now ardent Trump supporter Vivek Ramaswamy, where he plays Mozart's Rondo alla Turka during a campaign stop. Now, first let me start by saying that I'm always delighted to discover that a politician has at least some artistic ability and appreciation for the arts, and I by no means intend to disparage his efforts as a pianist. But nonetheless, I think there's quite a bit we can learn from what Vivek does and what he doesn't do, and in this video I'm going to give you some of my opinions about what he does really well and what he can do better as a pianist. So first, let's listen to Vivek's piano performance. Here we go. Okay, so first let's talk about what Vivek does really well. Okay, so in all seriousness, he does have good posture, and his accentuation of the beats, da da dum bum bum ba da 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 dum, is exactly right. But beyond that, to be honest, this performance is a bit of a catastrophe, to put it mildly. So to start with the obvious, he completely leaves out major sections of the piece. So for example, this one. It's just completely gone. Or this one at the end. That's also completely non-existent. And then there's the issue of tempo. So, for example, listen to the tempo of the main theme here. And then listen to it here. You see already he's much faster. And then we get to the coda, which is in a completely different tempo. It's so much slower, right? So what I would recommend to Vivek to really practice and get this piece down is to work with a metronome. This piece should really have a consistent tempo all the way throughout. Now, another problem with Vivek's playing is the sloppiness of the left hand. He plays tons of wrong notes. Listen, for example, to this. And it should really sound like this. So I'd recommend that he play the left hand really slowly in order to clean up those notes. And also to really take a careful look at the music, because sometimes when we play a piece for a long time, little mistakes can start to creep in. Another thing that he really needs to work on is the pedal. There's a lot of places where he completely drowns out the notes in pedal. So for example, even these 16th notes at the beginning, this kind of, instead of keeping a really, really clear pedal, especially when you have these notes so close to each other, these kind of 16th notes. That would be a place where you want to be very, very sparing with your use of the pedal. Pedal is so important to a good piano performance, and that's why in my online piano academy at PetersonPianoAcademy.com, I always show you not only the keyboard, but also the pedal, so that you can learn exactly how to use it. So Vivek needs to learn to use the pedal not like a band-aid that covers up all sorts of technical problems, but to really practice those 16th notes slowly, like this, and to listen to them to make sure that they're absolutely clear and even. And that's how he's going to get that piece really sounding good and not need to use so much pedal anymore. One last thing for Vivek to work on. He's got a lot of tension in his hands. Notice the way that the fifth finger is curled up here. That's really, really bad. He needs to relax that fifth finger, and he needs to work on developing more flexibility in the wrists. His wrists looked locked into position, and that means that he's going to develop tendonitis or other hand problems if he continues to play like this. So I'd like to congratulate Vivek on a good effort, but I'd recommend him to not quit his day job quite yet. What do you all think of Vivek's playing? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Wishing you all happy practicing, and I'll see you again soon.